Hi everyone, it's Caroline. Thanks for coming over and hanging out with me at my desk. I am going to do another envelope pocket zine, and I'm going to do it a little slower because I did get a couple of messages saying, you know, just exactly how I did it. Maybe I went a little too fast, so I'm just going to try and slow it down a little bit and share. Now I'm starting off with these two eco-stained, and as you can see, I'm going to use these junk mail envelopes with the window security envelopes, or you know, just, well, this one is a security, but this one isn't. And I'm going to open it up, and it is really, you can see here the water. It really took some water damage, some fun eco-staining. And I am also making these because I love sending them out in Happy Mail. And so I thought I would just share this process again. And okay, so I'm going to have to do some repairs here, but that's okay. I think that's what makes it unique. What makes it, what gives it its special feel. So, okay, this one here is open, and this one, I think what I'll do is I'll start a new opening. This is glued shut. There we go. I'm hoping this one won't rip. And it might. So actually, I'm going to change gears here. Instead of opening this one up and having this huge piece of paper, I'm going to leave this one because it looks like it's glued closed on the inside, and that's okay. It's telling me something. Kind of taking my cues from how the paper wants to behave, and I'm going to attach it down here, making the window part of it opposite. So I will glue that down here. We'll just make a whole new piece of paper with it and see what happens. And I'll go slowly with the folds. So we're just creating a piece of paper. You could obviously do this with regular paper, not envelopes, and make a zine that way, just a regular zine. But I love using these envelopes because I think it just gives us a different feel. I'm at home right now, I'm at my desk, so I could actually use my sewing machine if I wanted to on this one. I'm going to even out my rectangle. I'm not going to measure it because the measurement doesn't matter. It's going to be unique with your piece of paper and what size you end up making it. Going to be covering it up. I'm just going to rip that off. This is open. I'm going to leave it like that for now. I could put a piece of tape here, but I'm going to leave it and see where I end up folding this. Giving myself a couple of seconds for this glue to dry. That looks like it's good. So what we're going to do with the zine, and or the folds, let's just call it the folds in the piece of paper. I'm going to fold it up this way. Now I'm thinking about this. Maybe, yeah, I'm going to fold it up this way. Just going to in half. You could go the other way too. Okay, and open it up. Just going to reinforce the fold a little bit. This paper is very tattered and it's very weak. I'm hoping this does work. I'm hoping I'm not going to eat my words here. And then, so I folded it this way, and I'm going to fold it up like this in half. this way and then this way. This is just me playing with paper. So I've got that fold. I'm going to fold it up. Fold it up like this. No, I'm going to fold it the other way. And that's what I did in the last video. I think what I did is I didn't want very skinny pockets. I wanted bigger size pockets. So I'm going to keep the fold the length the long way. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it like this. Just going to fold it on itself, and I'm going to fold it again on itself. Go this way. Probably should have used something a little bit easier for you to see, but I'm just doing this real time. It's an experiment for me too. I don't know what it's going to look like. Never done this. I haven't used these kind of envelopes for this. So I have this now. Fold here, fold here. I've got 1, 2, 3. I have eight little flat parts to this. I'm going to take my fold this way. I'm going to get a piece of paper so you can see this. I'm going to show you what I'm doing with the envelope. Imagine this is the envelope. In half, like that. Then I went in half this way. And then I went this way. When you open it up, you'll see all of your panels, your sections. And then what I did is I went and I cut it, or I folded it again this way, and I can see the seam. I'm going to cut this middle section so that it's only in the middle. Okay, then what you do is you sort of open it up like this. Okay, this is the zine that I made before, where it's a flip-flop accordion. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what you do is you flip it up this way so you can make a side pocket or a top pocket. So you would glue it where you want to close it. And then here is, this one here has a pocket on the top. Then this one has a pocket on the top. It actually has a pocket all the way through, so you just have to glue the bottom part of it. And then you have your end piece, which is also going to be a top or a side loading, whichever way you want that to be. Now that's the zine that I made with my envelopes the previous video, and it's shaped like that. If you want this to be a regular booklet, then what you would do is you would glue the middle, these two pages here, so then you would have a page, a page, a page, a page, page, and then the back cover. And that's how you would have that zine. But I'm doing it on here and it's hard to see. I'm going to do it just like I did that piece of paper. I'm going to go in the middle here. I'm going to continue to make this one a accordion style. So I did that. There, like that. I've got it. I've got it. This is a very grungy one. going to go this way because there's my top. I'll make this a side loading. I've got some magazine images here. Let's do that. Different style envelopes. Just going to close up my openings, the ones that I don't want the papers to fall out of. The challenge here is to, because it is such a battered, such a battered envelope, is to make it that it doesn't all fall apart. And I love the challenge. Some pretty florals. Would have been nice to have this on the outside, and maybe if I had folded it a certain way, that would have been a good idea. Got this scrappy piece of paper, that'll be fun. So I'm just going to do a little bit of pink here. A tag for the inside of here, and I'm using a scrap. This one will fit in here better. It's black right now, but I'm going to cover it. I'm going to have to do something right there also. Just do a little collaging. Let's do some of this. I'll see if I'll use my sewing machine. I don't know yet. This was a misprint, a practice, and I'm going to use it up. Might as well grunge it up because the whole envelope is falling apart. But my goal is to make it a lot stronger at the end. We'll repair the holes. That's a fun something here. Let's see what it'll look like when I put it in. Yeah, like that. I can put an image there if I want to. Okay, I do have this. This is from Art House Whimsy. And I'm going to take one of these ladies. Actually, that'll be nice because of the red. That would be fun. Oh, and someone was asking also about the glue that I was using. It's in my craft bag that I take back and forth. And I really do like it, and I will be buying some more if I can find it. And it was a last minute, a quick buy that I needed glue one day when we were visiting our daughter. So Tara went to the store, and that's what she picked up just at Walmart because they didn't have, I kind of just said just the cheapest glue, craft glue, and that was it. And it is really good. It's got great adhesion. The fabric to paper works really well. Okay, so that's fun. It's called High Tack. I will list it down in the description box below. I purchased it at Walmart here in Canada, in Ontario. And I don't know if they stock it differently in other Walmart locations, but you could always check it out. Okay, let's see what that's going to look like. Oh, she's cute. That's fun. I'll have to put a little tab on the side. You know what? I should probably cover the back. Love the way this is. I love the edge here. I'm not going to change that. I'm going to trim this a little bit down here without cutting the fabric because I do like this piece of fabric here. to do something here. So I think I'll use this paper, just keep using it. And when I grabbed, I pulled these envelopes out of my little file folder that I have dyed, eco-dyed or eco-stained envelopes. And I didn't think about it. I just pulled it out and this is what it was. So the lucky winner for this project is this envelope. A nice rough tear. And I can see the Canada postmark in here. I like that. And I'm not trying to hide that it's a recycled security envelope. This one is a security envelope. I love it. It's fun. I said I was going to sew. Now I've already started. I could do a seam up here. Don't know if I will. This is going to be a top pocket because I've already sealed down here. So I can put something over. You know, I'm going to keep this piece of paper going. Lots of folding and tearing. Just piecing it together. I mean, this is me using my junk. You could use your printables. You could use, you know, have it a theme. So this sheet here is, this is a picture of flowers that I had sent to my mom years ago, and I had it on my computer and I just wanted to print it out. So I did that, and that's my sunflower, and I have these two items that I sort of captured and just printed off. This is from a printable. This is freebie. I've had this in my file for a long time, and this was a recent one from Print and Pixels, and I did a folio with that. So, you know, I mean, this is a whole bunch of different things, but you could use a whole kit and just do one theme. This is an ultra grunge. I'm going to call it ultra grunge. I'm going to put a little bit of glue just down this seam, this fold, I mean, just right here. Like that. Lots of wrinkles, very imperfect. It's very slanted and crooked, and I love it. It feels, you really have to feel this. Okay, so the other idea that I had an idea, but before I do anything, I'm going to put a notch in here. I'm going to use this notcher, like that. Up here, I think I'm going to do a ruffle. Hide all this. Use up this scrap. I do love ruffles. Got some fun edges here. Don't know what I'm going to do here yet, but I have to do something. And I think what I'll do, because I'm already seeing how this wants to fold over, I'm going to embrace that and fold it over a little bit more and just make it kind of like this. Instead of adding a notch. Once this is dry, it will have a really good sturdy feeling inside of the pocket. There's a little piece in here that's flopping, so I'm just going to remove that. I'm going to put this lady in here now that she's dry. Oh yeah, that's fun. Gives it the sturdiness. There's this. I'll have to cover this side. I went ahead and collaged this side and just cut out my little notch. I'm going to cover the back of this with the other piece of the pink paper. And I'm going to put a notch in here and match it up. Okay. It's so inspiring and encouraging to see and hear what everybody's making. I'm gonna have to do a little extra trimming here because I kind of missed that one, or maybe I'll just scrunch it up. I'm going to release this, and here, a little bit of tension right here. That's a pocket. I want to keep this pocket on this side here. Tearing this off. That's going to be a pocket. And then do the same notch over here. Oh, I think I'll use this. Fun. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking this piece of paper. I was going to tear it off, but I'm going to leave it. I'm folding it inward. I just put a bit of glue on it. I'm folding it in. And now this is going to be, instead of a pocket, it's going to be like a little tuck spot right here. And I'm going to do the same just with these little pieces. So I have to come up with something to cover this here on this side. Why don't I put a little bit of the same like that? And then I also have another piece of fun wallpaper. This was from Art House Whimsy with the girls, the girl faces. I just took my cue from the envelope itself, which was very, very rough because of the eco dyeing that I did to it. I could have recycled it, but I thought, well, let's just try and do something with it. With this little corner scrap. Well, I have so much fun making these. This is a corner like that. Oh, that's fun. And that would make this sturdy here. Finish off that. Tear that. Just tear that away. This could have a piece of fabric, a piece of lace. Wonder if there's enough here that I could put that on. I am back. I had to move away from my desk and do a few things. It gave me the time to let this dry, and it's really sturdy. It's nice and crunchy and fun. And I also did a stitch around my lady card here. I put a tab on it, and that fits in here. And then I have a few extra threads because I had little bobbin happening. So, but I like the threads. It's a little inspiration, encouragement. So that will go in here. A tab. I don't have anything here yet. But you know, I have these little printable crowns. I think I'll put one of those on. Oh, I found some cheesecloth. I was using that in something else. So I found a piece of that. And I'm going to put... No, I've just completed the first envelope pocket zine, but I thought since this was fresh on my mind and I had a question or two that I would share how I would do it with an window envelope. And this one was, as you know it from the very beginning, was very, very grungy, very imperfect. Okay, well, I went diving for a couple of scraps. I have a label that I had made, just cut out from a stained book page. You can see here the garden book page. And I found that. I'm going to put that on here, just up here. And then I have this number that was on a piece of scrap paper. I was practicing, I think, testing it out. A little stamp. So I'm going to put that over here. I have that. This page is ready to go. And then I need to put a tag in here. And I also have this that I had made. I used my silk, scrappy silk that I have, and I just made a little band. It's an altered playing card. I grunted it up with some rust water and some just some page and scuffed it up. And then I put this pretty scene here, garden scene, just a little stamp of a clock, and then a painty piece of newspaper, and then that gets put in here. There are a couple little items to decorate with, and put it here in this side. I think that would be perfect. Like that. Just have to make a bigger tag. This is also not the feel I'm going for. Wouldn't be too bad. It works. And it's got the pink. This is my handmade paper, peachy handmade paper that I had made a long time ago. I have this. I can cover this up. I'm just going to glue over this. I think we'll still be able to see a little bit of it, a little hint. It's folk art fabric. I'm just going to put this over top. Loads of texture. Stapled on. A ready-made tag. I'm using things that I already have in my stash. And what's left is, this is a nice spot here to do some journaling. I just need something for in here. And I like that I can see the Canada Post and the BMO, the little label. This is cardstock from an old pack. I'm just cutting it to size, and I'm going to glue this newspaper. See what kind of scraps I have here. And on this side, well, I need something here because you can't write on that. I just took a piece of this printable and tore down that edge. And then I just put it over here. I had to tear it in half for it to fit on, and I'm just reconstructing that just to write on. Here's the finished window envelope pocket zine, and there's the front. Here's a pocket with a tag. When you turn it over, you'll see there's a window here, and this is the tag that goes in there. I think it's really fun. Really fun and crunchy. Journaling area, another pocket on the top with this piece of ephemera that I had made years ago when I first started journaling. And then on this side we have a piece of scrap for journaling. Another area here that's a possibility. There's another pocket with the one I just made, the journaling card. Just put storyteller, and I put a little piece of the cheesecloth. There's a window on the inside. When I did the fold, it just ended up being on the inside, but you can hear it. So on this side of the pocket is a journaling spot, and then I did a fold in here because my paper, as you know at the very beginning, was starting to fall apart because this was eco-dyed. So I folded it in, and you can see a little bit of the security feature here of the envelope, and I left that. Here's a card. It's an actual plain card that I distressed, and then I just added a few little pieces of scrap paper that and I put it in a little sleeve that I sewed together just from a piece of silk, like that. Altered playing card, and that goes in here. And then another journaling spot. There's the other, that's the pocket. I love the way it feels and sounds. Turned out really sturdy. And hopefully you'll have some inspiration from this. Get your fun, your eco-dyed envelopes, your coffee-dyed window envelopes. take them apart, glue them together, make a zine. It's so fun. Well, thank you so much for visiting. Thank you for subscribing and for liking and sharing. I am very encouraged by everyone and love to share what I'm making, what I'm using up, my scraps. Always stay adventurous and be fresh. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.